The biggest lie about tiny house living isn't that it's impossible, it's that it's simple. Scroll through social media and you'll see beautiful cabins, cozy lofts, and smiling owners talking about freedom, lower costs, and minimalist lifestyle. What you usually don't see is the hidden challenges that show up after the honeymoon phase ends. And the truth is that tiny houses can be amazing for the right person, but there's problems almost nobody talks about until they're already living in one. If you're considering going tiny, understand these issues now could save you thousands of dollars, countless headaches, and a lot of regret later. One of the first problems is that tiny houses often cost more than people expect. Many people assume that because a tiny is smaller, the price will automatically be cheap. But in reality, tiny homes can be surprisingly expensive on per square foot basis. Specialized trailers, custom cabinetry, compact appliances, solar systems, water storage, and off grid equipment can drive the costs much higher than expected. And many first time buyers discovered that their dream tiny house costs nearly as much as a traditional starter home in some areas. Another issue is financing. Traditional mortgages are often difficult or impossible to obtain for many tiny homes, especially these be built on trailers. And this means buyers may need personal loans or RV loans or cash, all of which can carry high interest rates and shorter repayment periods. Then there's the issue of land. One of the most overlooked expenses is finding a legal place to put your tiny house. Many people focus entirely on the structure itself and forget that the house has to go somewhere. Zoning laws vary dramatically between counties, cities, and states. In some areas, they prohibit the tiny homes altogether. In others, restrict where they can be placed or require expensive permits and utility connections. And, finding affordable land that legally allows tiny house can become a much bigger challenge than building the house itself. Privacy is another problem that rarely gets enough attention. Living in a tiny home means sharing nearly every square foot with whoever lives there. Couples who never have experienced small space living often underestimate how much personal space matters. In a traditional home, someone can retreat to another room after an argument or simply enjoy some quiet time. In a tiny house, there may be nowhere to go. Small annoyances can feel much bigger when there's no separation between living, sleeping, cooking, and working areas, and storage becomes a daily battle as well. Many tiny homeowners start with the best intentions about downsizing. They donate the clothes, sell the furniture, embrace the minimalism, but life continues. Gifts arise, hobbies grow, seasonal items they accumulate, and tools, supplies, and equipment still need somewhere to go. And over time, even the most organized tiny house can begin feeling cramped. Even every item must justify its existence because there simply isn't room for unnecessary possessions. Maintenance is another hidden challenge. Many people think smaller homes automatically mean less maintenance, but that isn't always true. Tiny houses often contain highly customized systems designed to maximize every inch of space, and when something breaks, repairs can be more complicated than expected. Accessing plumbing, electric wiring, or insulation hidden behind custom built furniture may require partial disassembly of other components, and small issues can become quickly major inconveniences. Temperature control is another problem people rarely discuss. Tiny homes heat up and cool down much faster than traditional houses, and during summer, especially in direct sunlight, indoor temperatures can become uncomfortable very quickly. Very quickly. And during winter, maintaining consistent warmth may require more effort than expected. Insulation quality becomes incredibly important, and mistakes during construction can lead to significant comfort issues year round. Loft sleeping areas create their own set of problems too. They look cozy in photos, but living with them every day can be different. Oh my gosh, can they be different? Climbing a ladder before bed may seem fun initially, but because less appealing when you're tired, sick, injured, or simply getting older, like me. Many lofts have limited headroom, making simple activities like changing clothes or sitting upright difficult, and some owners eventually wish they had sacrificed living space for a ground floor bedroom. Noise is another challenge that catches people off guard. In a traditional home, sounds are spread across multiple rooms. In a tiny house, every noise becomes everyone's noise. A fan running, dishes clinking, and someone watching television or a phone conversation can dominate the entire living area. And if multiple people live together, managing noise can become a constant source of tension. Guests also present a problem too. Tiny homes are usually designed for one or two people. When family members visit or friends stop by, space disappears almost instantly. Hosting overnight guests often requires creative solutions, outdoor accommodations, or nearby lodging. Holidays and gatherings that would be simple in a larger home become complicated logistical exercises, and working from home introduces another challenges too. As remote work becomes more common, many people assume they can simply set up a laptop in a tiny house and be productive. However, maintaining a dedicated workspace can be difficult. work equipment completes with live living necessities for limited spaces, and video calls may be interrupted by household activities, and separating work life from personal life become harder when both occur within a few hundred square feet. Utility systems can also become more demanding than expected. Off grid setups often require constant monitoring of water levels, battery capacity, solar production, waste management, and power consumption. While some people enjoy this level of involvement, others discover they miss the convenience of unlimited utilities provided by traditional infrastructure. And running out of water or electricity becomes a real possibility rather than a distant concern. Resale value is another topic that deserves attention. Unlike conventional homes, which often appreciate over time, depending on the location and the marketing conditions, obviously, tiny homes do not always follow the same pattern. Some are treated more like recreational vehicles than real estate, and custom design or perfectly fit one owner's lifestyle may not appeal to future buyers. And this can make selling more difficult and potentially reduce long term financial returns. Social isolation can become an unexpected issue as well. Many tiny homes are located in rural areas on private land or away from established neighborhoods. And while this can provide peace and quiet, it may also reduce the opportunities for casual social interactions. And some owners eventually miss the convenience, the community, and the accessibility that come with more traditional housing environments. Emergency situations present challenges too. Severe weather, extended power outages, medical emergencies, or equipment failures can have a greater impact in a tiny house, particularly for off grid properties. Limited storage means fewer backup supplies, and a smaller structure may feel less secure during extreme weather events. And finally, perhaps the biggest problem nobody talks about is that the tiny house living magnifies every habit. Good or bad, if you're organized, disciplined, and adaptable, a tiny house can feel liberating. If you struggle with clutter, procrastination, or sharing space, those challenges become impossible to ignore. And tiny living doesn't magically solve financial problems, relationship issues, or lifestyle frustration. It simply removes many of the distractions that once hid them. And the reality is that tiny homes can absolutely provide freedom, lower expenses, and a simpler lifestyle. But they also require compromise that glossy photos rarely reveal. And before making the leap, spend time evaluating not just the benefits, but also the realities of daily life in a small space. The people who thrive in tiny homes are usually the ones who enter the experience with realistic expectations. They understand that every square foot comes with the trade offs, every convenience may require a sacrifice, and every dream lifestyle has hidden challenges. And knowing these problems beforehand won't necessarily stop you from going tiny, but it will help ensure that when the surprises come, they're challenges you expected rather than regrets you never saw coming. Thanks for watching today. If you found value in today's video, please subscribe. We're looking to build this channel. Without you, we can't do that. And tomorrow, we're going to have another video. Well, unless it's the weekend. We'll see you guys on Monday, probably. Or I do every weekday. Every weekday, I'm here. So join us. Have a good day.